Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Finds the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
Get set.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
Here we go.
Off play action on first down. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone.
Let's go.
Give to the single back. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Come on, set.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right? On defense, early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those.
And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understand.
Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wide receiver coming across in motion. It's complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Offense set on 1st down. Running to the left. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kennesaw State 2, Nebraska 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. The Cornhuskers will have a first down. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bush. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to pass on second down. Dances away to buy time. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving. And he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down after they catch, but even still, head coach now has a decision to make. On fourth down, is he kicking a long field goal? Is he going for it? It's decision time.
Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. What a snag by the defense. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
From the gun, looking for a man. And this will be caught as they convert the two. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Coming after it. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this off.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll just keep slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick-6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick-6 if you're on offense.
Here comes the option. Got the 1st down and more. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water cools. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Corner's going to give them room. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they still got it at the 31.
Timing has to be so good. If you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And they'll take over.
Fouls, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football.
He's going to let it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Everywhere, it's a turnover.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They are up by just one over Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's a fumble on the play. A defense scoops it up and they're bringing it back.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling. He rolls out to the
ball in the air. Intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dialing up a second down pass play. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big felt.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback. He goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. give to the running back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Got a man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Goes to the option. Now the toss.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State to push out that lead. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened. And the defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
3-25.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This defense came into the game knowing they could not give up explosive plays. The secondary is going to have to do a better job in coverage, and now they've got their backs up against the wall in their own red zone.
Still looking on the move. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
To the air, it's Richard. Floats it out in space. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Nebraska, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ripping through the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Extending the play. Uncorks one to the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Back to throw, it's Richard. Unloads to the right. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kennesaw State, 38. Nebraska, 24.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kennesaw State 38, Nebraska 24.
First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they got him for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. The give from the gun. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, just keeps firing. He's right on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Richard. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Number 15.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
3rd down coming up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Off the play fake. Dances away from the heat. He's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense
Throws toward the end zone. And that pass picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
He'll ride his man on the option. And they got him in the end zone for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Richard. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.